Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Journey Through the Generations. My name is Philip.
Hello everyone, I'm Trisha.
And, well, that was something. Okay. See, we already started now. RootsTech 2025 is what we are here to talk about. It's almost here. As of today, we're about 23 days away. So I can't believe that we are like less than a month away from being at RootsTech.
I know, I knew it was going to sneak up on me after the holidays were done and over with. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it seems like we was just there. Like,
it really
I
does.
don't know,
it seems like we were there for a day and a half, and then we're home for a week, and then we go back.
Yeah, time went by really fast, and I just don't know why. We're getting older, so
Time stops for no one.
Time just seems like it speeds up the older we get. So.
Yeah, but with that, it's time to start preparing for our trip.
Yep.
Because we will actually be in Salt Lake City for the in-person conference.
Yep. So we're talking about RootsTech. Let's start off with the basics, right? If you don't know RootsTech, it's the world's largest genealogy conference. It is held in Salt Lake City, Utah, in person. There's also a online option for people who can't go in person, which is free. All you have to do is register. If you have a family search account, you use that email address to register. It's held March 6th through the 8th at the Salt Palace Convention Center. Like Trisha said, we'll be there in person. And so really want to just talk about RootsTech and some of the things that are going to be happening and things to look forward to. And of course, if you're there in person, you can come by and see us.
Absolutely.
We'll be around the expo hall and classes and all that good stuff. So we're excited about it. So where do we want to start? Let's talk about classes first?
Yeah, we can talk about the classes. Like you said, this is the largest genealogy conference in the world, which means that you will have the most options for all the sessions and classes to learn more information, to further your research or to start your research or wherever you are in your personal journey. Everything from methodology to organization to writing to technology, AI, DNA. You name it, it's going to be covered at RootsTech.
Yes, it is. It's a lot of different things. There's everything from beginner level classes all the way to advanced level. There's classes about technology. AI is still a big concept or big idea or session being talked about. Topic is what I meant.
Yeah, it's evolving every day. So it's one of the hot button topics in research genealogy these days.
Yes, it really is. And so there's going to be a lot going on with it.
And there's also you can classes on, African American research, Scottish research, Asian research. It really, if whatever you're researching, you will be able to find a session to be able to help you learn more about how to research better.
Yep. Classes are all day, every day.
From 8 in the morning to, I think the last one ends at 5 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, it's an all day thing.
That's like a work day, 8 to 5.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then there's in each time slot, there could be upwards of 7 or 8 classes.
Yes, 8 to 10 classes, depending on the day.
So there's a lot of sessions that are happening at the same time, and you're going to run into, a problem sometimes when you are there in person and you have more than one class that you want to go to. And
yes.
So the good thing about it is a lot of these speakers will put handout notes and things in the class schedule online, and all you have to do is go download them and look at them later.
Yeah, and you can also download the app for your phone or tablet, and that also is another way that you can get the information from the classes as well. And that can also help you know like where the class is and the Salt Palace, because the Salt Palace is huge. It's 3 levels. It's really big.
It's ridiculous.
So the app will help out a lot. It has a map on it and everything. And if for some unforeseen reason a session is canceled, it'll show up on the app probably first.
Yeah. So a lot of classes to choose from. You can go online and see all the speakers. That's the teachers of each class, what their credentials are, and that kind of thing.
Of course, it's the best and brightest in genealogy, obviously.
Yeah.
And you can make a tentative schedule as well online at rootstech.org. You can look at each day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and make a tentative schedule of the classes that you know you want to attend, and then, narrow it down from there.
Right. So the other thing that's happening in the convention center, and this is going to be for in person, and I think they do have a expo hall for the virtual people too, but in person, there's an expo hall in the convention center where there'll be all the vendors and sponsors, exhibitors, businesses selling their products. They have some fun things in the Salt Palace Convention Center in the expo hall. Last year, we were surprised to know that there was a basketball court set up, a pickleball court. That was fun.
That was fun, yeah.
This year, there's going to be a podcast area for people to do podcasts, which we will be doing. Stay tuned to our Instagram, all our social media. We'll post on what day and time we'll be there if you want to stop by and say hello. And food. Very important. Food is inside the expo hall as well.
Yeah, when you think about the expo hall, it is really the main part of the convention center, because you have all of the big companies. You have Ancestry, you have Family Search, you have all of the DNA companies, Billion Graves, Roots Magic, you name it. It's probably, if it's in the genealogy world, they're going to have a booth there. And a lot of times the big companies will also have seating, and they do their own little mini sessions. So you can also go down to the expo hall and catch a 20-minute ancestry class or a 20-minute family search class that may be specific to how to research something on their website. So the expo hall is always exciting. It always has a lot going on. So make sure that you do schedule time to just spend in the expo hall to take it all in.
And those mini classes, some of those sponsors, they do them like all day long, like nonstop classes. Some have breaks and everything like that, but some of them also go they have a lot of them, and they take questions and things like that. So if you had specific questions about their products or about a problem you're having in your research, someone's there to help you. Family Search obviously has a big area in the center of the expo hall. And last year, I don't know how many, I would say they had like 50 computers in there that you could use to do research. And you didn't have to go to the library to do any research. So if going to the library wasn't, which we'll talk about in a minute, but if going to the library is not your cup of tea, or you just don't, want to deal with all the people that's going to be there, using the computers in the expo hall, if they do that again, which I don't see why they wouldn't, but if they do that again, you can use those. So those are also good options. And then, like I mentioned, there are food options. I think they've been getting better with the food options.
Yes, every year seems to get better, yeah.
So I would hope that it's better this year.
And another thing to remember is if you are if DNA is on your list, companies and testing, if you're going to be in Salt Lake City, that would be a great time to purchase DNA kits, MyHeritage, Family Search DNA, Family Tree DNA, Ancestry. They'll all be there. And of course, they always have deals for the conference, and you get to save on shipping. Yes. So that's also a bonus.
Yeah, this is the time to do it. Even though these companies have sales throughout the year, Mother's Day and Father's Day and DNA Day and all that stuff, you probably won't find a cheaper deal until the holidays, until Christmas.
Yeah.
And so, you definitely want to take advantage of that. And I would imagine they probably, you would have to check and see if they extend those prices to online people, but usually that price is only for the in-person people.
They have a virtual
So check
online
on
one
that.
for the virtual expo. They have a special code that you can use just during the conference, obviously. But yeah, and also their experts are going to be there also. So if you have any questions about your DNA testing or your matches or anything like that, you can talk to them about it. I know I personally was able to pull up my matches and talk with an expert, and they were able to walk me through what my next steps would be for matching and going the next step or whatever. So it's not only about deals and things. You can actually talk to their experts as well.
Yep, that's how I learned about the Y-DNA test on Family Tree DNA, I believe it was, and what that entails, and because I'd already tested with them, I didn't have to do a whole new test. I could just purchase the whatever group I wanted to do.
You just upgrade your test to the Y.
Right, which I did, and I found people.
A whole group of people.
Yeah, a whole group of people working on
your paternal side.
On that side, yeah. So yeah, a lot can happen on there while you're there at the expo hall.
And it's a good time just to go and sit and rest, because they'll have plenty of seating for you if your feet tired, or if you just want to rest and take a breath, or chat with one of your genealogy friends or something like that.
Yep. Let's talk about keynote speakers. So every day of the conference, I think it's at 11 o'clock local time. There's a speaker on the main stage. It lasts about an hour, and each day has a separate speaker come in on stage and speak or sing or do whatever it is that they do, and talk about their family and how they came to be and all that good stuff. So the keynote speakers are always fun to go and listen to.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to go to the main stage, because it is a big place and it's a lot of people, sometimes they'll show it on a screen inside the expo hall too. So don't know if they're going to do that again, but they have done that in the past. So definitely check into that if you want to.
Yeah, and even when their keynote speakers are people that I don't recognize their names, or I personally haven't heard of, I'm always inspired by their testimony and their speech and their where they're coming from with how they got into family history, or how they've incorporated family history into their life. So even if it's somebody that you don't recognize, they still have a story that will probably be very inspirational to you. And they're also virtual speakers that will be featured as well. Because I know when I was looking this up for the podcast, I saw that Nelson Mandela's grandson is one of the virtual speakers.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that yet. So yeah, definitely you have options if you are both. You're doing online or you're doing in person. If you're doing in person just one day and doing virtual the other days, that's perfectly okay for you to do. You have some options to do the things that you need to do. So that's really what's going on. There's a lot of other things that we will be here all day talking about all the different things that's going on. But those are the main things. But what goes along with being at RootsTech is actually going to the Family Search Library. We think it's one of the best things to do while you're there. We spend a lot of time down there.
Yes, you have to make sure you make time to go to the Family Search Library. I mean, it's literally 2 blocks from the Salt Palace. So if you're in Salt Lake City and you're going to RootsTech, you have to go make time to go to the library.
Yes, if you are a person that has mobility issues, or you're just tired and don't feel like walking, they have golf carts, shuttles that go back and forth between the convention center and the Family Search Library. And it is not a long walk. But, if you've been on your feet all day at the convention center and you're just tired, or you just can't walk that far, then you have some options to get down there, which is cool. Yeah. I'm glad they do that.
That is very nice that they do that. And I'll have to look up. I haven't looked up They usually extend their hours during RootsTech because they know, obviously, we are family historians and we want to do research after we leave the conference. So that's one of the nice things that they do. They have extended hours. And when I say the volunteers and the workers at the Family Search Library are the nicest people, they are so helpful. They want you to find information on your family. They want to do everything they can to be able to get you the most out of your experience while you're there.
Yeah, and I'm going to look it up while we're talking and see if I can find to see if they have the dates announced yet, or the times rather announced on when they are going to their time hours are going to be. Usually, I think they stay open an extra hour. You think you said, or hour or two?
I think it's 2 hours. I believe they closed at 8:00 last year, and the last session was over at 5. So I think I got an extra 2 hours in after I left the Salt Palace last year. So that sounds about right. But when you find it, just interrupt me. Because another thing that you're able to do, because obviously as researchers, we want to go and look at book and microfilm and deed records and all of the things to be able to further our research. But also they have a wonderful space where you can preserve your family history. It's called the Memory Lab. And they have all of this equipment where you can digitize your family record, your family documents, your photos, your VHS tapes, your cassette tapes, your slides from, what I always think of as the Grand Canyon slides. Anything that you have that you want to digitize, 9 times out of 10, they have it there. They have the equipment to do it. You just need to make sure you go online to FamilySearchLibrary.org and make an appointment. You do have to have an appointment for it. Your appointment will be a 2-hour appointment, and there'll be people there to assist you. They won't do it for you. They'll show you how to get started and answer any questions, but you do have to do it on your own. So they have a fast speed scanner that can scan up to, I think it's 40 pictures in less than a minute. I was able to take the pictures out of my photo albums at home and take them with me. And I was able to scan over 300 pictures in less than an hour. And they scan the front and back because my mom was really good about writing on the back of pictures. So there was information that needed to be scanned on the back, and it automatically scans the back if there's writing on it. So that's really good too.
Yeah, you definitely want to take advantage of the Memory Lab because if you have those things that you want to digitize, which we all should, it's very easy to use and it's a very good thing. So plan ahead, especially if you are traveling like we are, planning what are you going to pack it in to protect it? You put it in your carry-on. Are you going to ship it? All that good stuff. We had so much stuff one year. The day after we did that, I had to take everything down to the post office and ship it home because we had so much stuff.
But we got a lot done.
And we got a lot of stuff done. So I haven't gotten a chance to really figure out what I want to do this year, but I need to quickly do it because slots are going to be going away. I did find while you were talking that the RootsTech hours this year are going to be...
Library hours?
Oh, I'm sorry. It says RootsTech on here. That's why I said that. The Family Search Library, their hours for RootsTech is on Monday, March 3rd through Saturday, March 8th. It will be from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
That's going to be awesome.
Every day. And so that is an extra 2 hours than they normally do. So they normally stay or close at 6 p.m. some days. So yeah, you definitely want to take advantage of that. We certainly will be taking advantage of that, getting some work done. And I would also just, really just suggest or encourage you to get a research plan together. Mm-hmm. And I'm notoriously bad at that, but I plan to do better this year.
And if you have time, you can schedule a consultation, an online consultation with Family Search Library. It's 20 minutes. It's free. And that might help you know to learn what, if you tell them the information that you're trying to research, if you have a particular community or person, they can help you know what in the library that you can look at that's not already digitized. So that way you're maximizing your time looking at stuff that you know is not already digitized, and you can look at that other stuff when you're at home.
Yeah. So what are we most looking forward to, RootsTech? I think for me, I think I'm really looking forward to some of the AI classes and learning more about that, with the hopes that we can use it both in our research and we can help teach people how to use it in the future. So, and of course, seeing all of my RootsTech friends. I think that might be what I'm most looking forward to. Is seeing my RootsTech friends.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing them again and catching up, and of course, making new genealogy friends along the way. But I'm really looking forward to some of the classes that I have seen online. They have a couple of classes about how to find female ancestors, which is something that I struggle with. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to take that information that I learned and go down the street a couple of blocks to the Family Search Library and put it into motion. That's really what I like to do. Go to class in the morning and then take the information that I learned and then actually go to the library that same day and utilize the information that I just learned.
Cool. Well, it's going to be a fantastic event. It's going to be fun. It's going to be busy.
It's going to be so busy.
We're going to be tired, but it's going to be fun. And I'm certainly looking forward to that. Anything else? Did we catch everything?
No, like you said earlier, if you see us or if you hear our voices, please stop us and let us know that you are a listener.
I think that's going to do it. RootsTech, March 6th through the 8th at the Salt Palace Convention Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. In-person event. You have to pay for registration, but registration is still open. So you can go to rootstech.org and register for in-person. I believe they have two options. You can buy a 3-day pass or you can buy a single-day pass. So that's totally up to you. Whatever your time allows you to do. Also a virtual option. If you can't attend in person, it is free. Just register with your free Family Search email and you should be able to do that there. All right, guys, we look forward to seeing you. If you're going to RootsTech in person, we look forward to seeing you. Check out all of our social media. All the details and all of that information is in all of that information is in the description box of this episode. Like and follow us and subscribe. Stay with us as we will be posting a lot during the conference. Also, the next episode you'll get from us we'll share some tips and tricks for how to navigate RootsTech and things to remember, things you may not have thought of, and using our experiences to help you out, especially if you're a first timer. So, all right, guys, we will talk to you later. Y'all take care.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.